The Truth is Funny with Colette. Stefan will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success. Many people who shift out of limiting beliefs roar with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The truth is funny. Shift happens. Feel instant relief. Stay tuned for more fun and release struggle and suffering. And now, here's your host, Colette Stefan.
Hi, everyone. This is Colette Marie Stefan, founder of The Truth is Funny and the creative inspiration behind Tales from the Vector. And I'm also your host on The Truth is Funny radio show on Transformation Talk Radio. We are live on Facebook. We have an exciting show to talk about today. It is Live Your Purpose and Make More Money Doing It. Do you have a calling to make an impact in the world? Then you're in the right place. Do you have a big vision for your life? Congratulations. Once again, you're in the right place. Listen to this episode of The Truth is Funny for the secret sauce. And to living your purpose and making money while you do it. Brittany Gill is a transformational business coach. She is on a mission to empower ambitious women with big visions, transfer from their 9-to-5 jobs to build soulful businesses that allow them to work less. Now that sounds good, Brittany. Make more money and live on purpose by making an impact on the world. She has been in business and the wellness industry for going on 5 years now. And she has owned her own eco-clothing company, opened a storefront, and built a network marketing business at a leadership rank where she coached a team of 20 women. And Brittany has been published in magazines, blogs, and soon-to-be books and featured on radio stations such as this one and podcasts. So she has facilitated over 100 transformational workshops, talks, ceremonies, and retreats, and been in partnership with large-scale festivals and conferences to life. From a very young age, Brittany knew she was meant for something big. She would often say, one day, I don't work for the man, I want to be the man. Over her entire journey, she has been a leader in her community and inspired other women of all ages to hold their dreams and go after what they want. Brittany Gill, it's so good to have you on the show.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Colette.
It's so awesome. You're a busy, busy woman. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. I am living in Kamloops, BC. I am a kitty mama to 2 beautiful cats. And
maybe they'll all join in on the show today.
They're somewhere around here. And like you said, I am a business coach, and I primarily work with young women who are in holistic business. And I'm so passionate about bringing dreams to life. And creating that like real life magic. So I am a creatrix. I'm constantly creating. I love people. I love bringing people together. And I love just like pulling the gifts out of people. And I see so much potential in everyone. So hopefully we can do a little bit of that magic today, some of that energetic shifting, and yeah. I'm looking forward to talking about this subject. The money subject has been coming up a lot for a lot of people. And I just wanted to mention, I forgot to mention the phone number. You can call in 250-1-800-930-2819 if you would like to ask Brittany any questions, or you would like to be energetically shifted, or both. Feel free to call in. In the meantime, Brittany, I would really like to talk about, what you're doing, because we have a lot of different things that you are doing, but this money-making thing, tell us about that one. It's my favorite subject. I always tell people my favorite thing to do is manifest money. And it wasn't always that way. So I have lived in all kinds of different financial situations. And at the root of it, we live in a world that is managed by money. And so many of us have resistance to us for a number of different reasons, whether it is money is evil, or people in power are doing bad things, or I'm not worthy of money. There's all of these kinds of things that come up around the subject of money. But at the root of it, we need money to live. So on that topic of leading businesses or creating the life that you dream of, or just creating an impact in the world and making a difference, it's important that we're making money from that, and we're making the type of money that we want. So I work with people all the time in helping them build that business or build that impact that they want and make the money that they want with that.
I love that, because a lot of people out there are saying to me, oh, Colette, I don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore. Personally, I don't want to be the man like you. I've been the man. I've been a single mom, so I've been the man a lot. But I understand what you mean by that. When people have a problem, when they think money is evil, on an energetic level, that always comes up. Like the force of money is like almost like being hit with a semi. So you have to be prepared for it. Would you agree?
Yes. And what I've learned recently is that we have all these different ideas of what money is or what it's not. For some of us, we worship money, or we idolize money, or we hate money, or we stress out about money. But money is actually
so many scenarios.
So many scenarios. But money is actually neutral. Money doesn't care. Money is just an energy. And I love that. When I was growing up, I always said, I don't want to work for the man. I want to be the man. And now stepping into a place of leadership, I'm learning more and more that there's a way to be in a leadership role without being quote unquote the man. And there's a feminine way of doing it. There's a soft, gentle, loving way of building a business, or being quote unquote the man and making money.
Yeah. And what you're talking about really is masculine energy on an energetic level. We've got the yin yang, we've got the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So it's not about not wanting to be a man or not wanting to be a woman. It's about making our masculine and feminine energy work together so that we create abundance, right? So from your experience, like when I energetically tune into that, the number one weakness a lot of people have, like if they have been raised in a religion, like I was Roman Catholic, and you're told, like there's a phrase in the Bible, that, it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Can you address this for us?
Yes. What this really pulls me back to is the idea that at any level of income, so someone who has no money, lives in poverty, someone who is a billionaire, we actually face the same issues. And so that the greed that maybe the person with lots of money is coming from, and the scarcity that the person with no money is coming from, they have the same fears. And it's the fear that there's not enough. So there's not enough for me, there's not enough for you, there's not enough for everybody. And that is a place of scarcity. And that's where we kind of grasp at, I need more, I need more, I need more.
Yeah, we're a very more society at this time.
Yes. And when we stop and pause, and we can really tap into the abundance that there is enough for everybody, that we can all do our unique things, we can all share our unique gifts, and there's more than enough for everybody, then We don't have to come from that place of greed, and we can really come from a place of giving and receiving. So stopping and being grateful for what we have and where we're at, and yeah, really coming from that place of abundance.
I really love that, how, what you're saying around that, because when people have this weakness, it is about lack. And you're right. And I've worked with people, in private consultations that are multimillionaires. And I've worked with people who are like on their last dollar. And what I've noticed is exactly what you said, is that it's not so much about how much money you have, it's about what your attitude around money is. And that people with lots and lots and lots of money tend to worry about lots and lots and lots of money. And people who have not very much money have a tendency to worry about very little money. So we are now going to have to take a quick break. And this is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. We have Brittany Gill here with us today. She's a beautiful woman, doing amazing, amazing things. And so happy to have her on the show. If you would like to call in, 1-800-930-2819. We'll be right back to make some shift happen. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. And I am Colette Marie Stefan, the Queen of Shift. And I have Brittany Gill on the radio show with me today. And we are talking about how to manifest money. So if you want to call in and have a question, or you would like some energy shifted around money, feel free to call in 1-800-930-2819. Brittany, can you just do us a favor and just share your contact information with everybody so that we know where to find you?
Definitely. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or just in Google at Brittany Gill Wellness. And if you'd like to contact me directly, if you have a question or would like to reach out, you can contact me at brittnygillwellness@gmail.com.
Awesome. And also, I think you were offering a gift today. Was that right?
Yeah. If you would like my free PDF, it's the Manifestation Blueprint, and it walks through the 8 principles, the 8 keys to really manifesting the things and the money that you want. You can go to brittnygillwellness.com/manifestation blueprint.
Awesome. So, hey, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
About the money. Okay. So how did you get started in doing what you're doing and get off that, that hamster wheel?
I have been in several different jobs, several different positions, and I originally went to school to be a Red Seal carpenter.
I love that. I used to build kitchen cabinets.
Oh, exactly. So we know what it's like. It's hard on your body, but I was making good money. I was making the benefits and all the things. And on the outside, it looked like I was really successful. And on the inside, I was really, really unhappy. And I was unhealthy. My body was breaking down. And at some point, I had to decide that I had to do something differently. So I quit that. I left all the schooling that I had done. I left the good money. And it was really, really scary. And from that, I actually found a network marketing company that I love. And I started to build my own business. And that's really scary because there's lots of fear around network marketing, but I decided to do it anyway.
All the technical stuff on top of it. Eh?
There's lots of technical stuff too. So I had to learn a lot and really step outside of myself a bit and go after this thing that I wanted, which was a freedom lifestyle, working on the time that I want, making the kind of money that I want. So I started building that, and I actually built up a team of almost 20 women, and I was coaching them to build their businesses. And from that, I just felt like there was still more that I wanted to do. And that's what really got me into the business coaching, where now I'm in a place where I can take whatever ideas somebody has, whatever big dream someone has, and we really put it into motion, and we really build what they want to build in a sustainable way, a way that isn't taking all of your time. You're not working 12 hours a day. You're not over expending money, time, and resources, but building a business and a life that really fits into what you want.
I love that. I was raised by my dad. He was an entrepreneur, and he would say, shift or get off the pot, something like that.
I love that.
And he was quite impatient, as an entrepreneur. And so entrepreneurs have a certain energy about them. Would you agree?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Like people who are passionate about going out on their own in this way, they have a certain personality, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And I think it's a personality or traits that you can learn, and some people are born with it, but it does take dedication. It does take patience and practice, and that willing to stand out and be different and be seen, which is a big fear for a lot of us.
Energetically, the fear of being, I had this one. I was bullied incessantly in elementary school, and to the point where I'd be like sick before I went and sick on my way home. And for me, that was like a big one, but it wasn't the radio thing without the video. I was like, this is cool. I can do this in my jammies. So I'm really loving doing these Facebook lives and showing people, hey, anyone can, overcome this fear. There's a lot of energetic blocks that a lot of people have to the fear of being seen, especially when you're talking about the type of alternative wellness, etc. Getting on a soapbox, preaching sort of energy, or being a lot of times it's changing. But the alternative healing industry and I'm more into the energetic quantum industry, but that those things are starting to be accepted by the general public more now, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And it still is something different. So energy, and I love to call it like the woo-woo stuff. It's still different. So, it takes a lot to step outside your comfort zone and come from a place where you were bullied or you've lived through trauma or whatever it is. We all have our own life experiences, but being able to go through that and process that and then come out on the other side and say, yeah, you can do this too, that it's possible for you. Like, look where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is beautiful, because we have a lot of people right now that I know are excited to find out, like, hey, how can I do this too? And we have a caller here, Barb from Alberta. She's right on this. Carter, do we have Barb?
Yep, Barb from Alberta. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Barb. Were you speed dialing?
Pardon me?
Were you speed dialing?
Yeah, I was like, why isn't this call full? I was working. Right.
My workout. What would you like here from Brittany and I today?
Well, just to find out what my leading weakness is for manifesting more money, because I do have my own business, but I just feel there's something slowing me down.
Okay. And I like to get a baseline from people, to see if we can track some progress here. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being like hair on fire, press the panic button, I'm freaking out, and 0 being like, I've got this. Where are you?
Around 5, 6.
Okay. And so, Brittany, we were just talking about this, that a lot of people, are wanting to do this. How did you get around to when getting the confidence and the courage just to let go and do it? Can you? I think we'll just let you know here, Barb called in last week. I just wanted to ask Barb, how is your mom?
I saw her last week, just a short visit, and she's not happy where she is, and my father feels the same way. My mom's just not sure why she is in that, the ward. Yeah.
When you went to visit her, how was she?
Well, she was very happy to see me.
Good.
She hugged me, and she just, she loves me. We love
Of course she does.
When we go for visits, and I'm going again today, we've really limited her visits. I mean, because there's so many of us, one usually goes a day. But she just, when you're there, she gets in this loop about wanting to go home. And she said, well, can you take me home? And I said, no, the doctor has to let you out. And she says, well, how did you get here? I said, I drove. And she says, well, then you can take me out. I'm like, well, you've got a good point.
Your mom's a smart woman. But we're going to get on this money thing for you. So you have, right now, what is your business?
Well, I teach fitness classes. I teach Zumba is the main one that I do on my own. And then I have all my energy work. I'm a dragon sayer. Modalities and yes.
Well, so Brittany, just to give you some context here, Barb is one of my students, and she's one of my official modern day dragon sayers.
Ooh, so cool. I have some things just off the bat because
okay, but just we have to take a short break, so I'm just gonna just let Barb tell you really quick, what's your business, Brittany, and I'll talk about it on the break, and then if Barb can hang on, we'll have you back on. Just let her know what it is you want to do.
Well, I do fitness, I do dance, I do fitness classes, and I have my energy work modalities. And I'm a dragon sayer. So
we need to put all those together, right? So when we come back after this short break, we're going to talk to you about this, and we're going to figure out a way for you to take the first steps. And being that you're such a great dancer, well, this is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll be right back after this short break. This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. We're live on Facebook with Brittany Gill, and we are talking about money and about dancing. Barb has called in, and she's actually one of my students. She's one of my official modern day dragon sayers, and she's looking for a way to move into a different way of using her dancing, and she has a call to dance, Brittany. Help her out here.
Yeah. So we were chatting a little bit about this on our break, and we were starting to kind of think about how can you take all of the different things that you love and all the pieces of you, because they're all very important pieces of you, and start to channel them into one offering or one focused, I like to think of it as one focused beam of light. And so when you think of all of the different things that you do, Barb, I would love to hear from you. If you had to choose one thing that you were going to do for the rest of your life, you're not limited to this, but if you had to choose one of the things, exactly, what would that one thing be that really lights you up, that you really feel passionate about out of all your modalities?
Out of the energy work, dancing is the primary one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the dance is the primary, most important, on your heart kind of thing. Is that right?
Yeah. Ever since I was a young girl, I remember wanting to be a dancer.
And I have to tell you, Brittany, she looks awesome. Like, she's in great shape, and she has the legs of a dancer. You can tell.
Amazing. I want to take one of your classes.
Me too.
Sure, that'd be fun.
Yes.
So, Brittany, we might be taking a road trip to Edmonton.
Sounds like it.
I'll come visit you.
There we go.
Yes.
That's awesome, right?
Mm-hmm. So we were chatting about how to bring in all of the other pieces, so the energy and the other things that you do into your dance. And we talked a little bit about confidence and what it takes to kind of step out of the norm and do something different. And I actually have a little bit of a different approach to this, where I don't know if it's so much confidence. Confidence can be gained over time, but it's actually courage. For me, it's really that courage to just say, I don't know how this is going to work out, and it's scary and I have resistance to it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yes.
Come hell or high water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does that resonate at all with you?
Yeah, it's more the like I have the confidence. I'm not afraid going in front of audience or teaching new classes. Every class I teach, like even in the fitness class, I change it up every week because I don't like doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So
that's why you totally freaked her out when you said pick one.
I know that, because when we're creative women, we're like, oh, I can't just do one thing. Oh my gosh.
That would be multitasking.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So and it's just how to integrate the energy part with the dance. Like I know when people leave my class, they tell me they always feel better. Mm-hmm. And I know we're moving the energy, but because I'm also, a teacher is my background. So I always educate when I teach.
Mm-hmm. And while you're dancing in that. So I filled her in a little bit in the background of this, and she has a suggestion for you as to how you could do this. And because you've been doing the same, because right now when you teach modalities or you teach a certain thing, and it's got like rules to it, and you have to do it their way. We want to strengthen you. I'm working on you energetically, and she's going to tell you what she feels would be the best way for you to do this.
Okay.
So what we were kind of thinking about was, in a way, this is the best way I'd put it, is creating your own modality. So that sounds like a big undertaking, but really what it would be is creating a new name. So whatever it may be something like healing dance, or that's just kind of the first thing that comes to my mind. But creating a new name.
And shake up the chakras.
Yeah, shake up the chakras. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then really honing in on how you can bring in that education piece as a teacher, the dance piece as an instructor, and then the healing piece as an energy practitioner, and how to use all of those skills that you have, all of those gifts, and then bring that into an hour-long or however long class for your people. Yeah.
So Barb, when you get in touch with this now, I just want to check in with you. How are you feeling about it? Has your number changed at all?
Yeah, I would say a 2.
2. That's awesome. So we want to get you down to 0. So when you think about what Brittany just said, what comes to your mind? What's the first bother around it?
How to do it.
Okay, Brittany, here we go.
Because I have the dance skills, I have the energy skills, so how to bridging them together, how to,
Well, do you remember at the Layer 2 seminar that we just had, and how we had that woman there that she really had a hard time looking people in the eye in that, and I pulled you up and her up, and I made you dance with each other in front of everybody. And do you remember how much fun she had and how she lit up and how you lit up?
Yeah.
Brittany, how can she do this? Like, how can we put this in motion? And she, what I did is I had someone in the seminar that was really kind of afraid to look and smile. She had been raised in Dubai, and she was taught to look down, not to look up, and look you in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had started this thing way back for burlesque, where I just got everybody to do their burlesque dance, and they walk past each other and smile at each other while they're doing it. And it sounds so simple, but it's a lot of fun. And people really started to laugh and open up. And I really feel it has something around that was step one right there, Barb.
Yeah. So this again sounds easy, but maybe sounds complicated, or it's cliche, whatever you want to call it. But Barb, you have all the skills, you know how to do the things. And it sounds like you've been doing this kind of work for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. And so in my coaching, my main number one thing that I tell people is just get started and just do it. And
make some shift happen.
Make some shift happen. And things are going to change. If you choose one name now, it's going to shift 6 months from now. If you do one class, it's going to totally change next week. So that's the fun, creative part, is that you have the creative power to change and shift as you need to. So it really does come down to just get started. And the resistance, if there is any, and for anyone else listening, the resistance that you have to whatever it is in your life is really where you need to go. So
fly like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
Or a dragon. In this case. There was something that you and I talked about on the break, Brittany, which was very interesting, because like I was telling you, like how I'm deciding I'm hunkering down for the summer now, because I've been doing this Tales from the Vector deck for 12 years. And I swear, I thought I was crazy when I started doing it, because this dragon showed up and said, you're going to paint 64 paintings, and they're big. And they take me 6 months at a time usually. But you know which one took the longest? Courage. Just like Brittany said. Courage took me 3 years.
Wow.
I better buy it.
But the universe likes consistent steps of action.
Mm-hmm.
And what she's saying. And so if you apply yourself to it, even if it's only 15 minutes the first day. When I decided to write a book, that's what I did too. It was 15 minutes a day. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write for 15 minutes. And by the end, it took me about 4 years to write that book, or longer. Actually, it was 10 years of gathering the information, but to put it into place. And there was times where I was writing 15, 16 hours a day, because it was coming in, and so, but that didn't happen. Like I did 15 minutes and I committed to that time. What do you think about that, Brittany?
Mm-hmm. I love that you said the consistent action. And it's not that all of a sudden money starts pouring in, or books just form in a couple of weeks, or whatever it is, but I know, big shocker, but it is that small, consistent action for whatever that looks like. If that for you is like spending 10 minutes a day, just like mind mapping, or like mind dumping all of your ideas onto a piece of paper, then so be it. Or if that inspired action ends up being you writing your book for 16 hours a day, perfect. Whatever that action is for you, it can be small, it can look minuscule, or it can be massive and big leaps. Whatever that is, it's just being consistent and be willing to show up every single day, even when it is tough and difficult.
Thank you for that wonderful advice, because the universe does love to see people take consistent steps of action. And what I say is, if you do the smallest tasks excellently, and you put, you get into that rhythm of being this person that does things, and you break it down into smaller pieces. How are you feeling about this, Barb?
So I'm neutral. Actually, that's a good starting point.
Yes.
Now, since in the summer I'm not teaching classes, so I have the time to spend just on what I want to teach.
Yeah. So
no,
just commit to like that little space of time, and then you'll add. Brittany, don't you find as it gains momentum, how you get more and more excited about it and you almost can't stop.
Ooh, yes. And I'm in the process of creating something brand new myself. And what I'm finding is the momentum is happening. And there's this fear, these little gremlins that peep up that are like, nope, you're doing the wrong thing. It'll never work out, blah, 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 blah. So I find for me, it's important to actually confront those demons and say, like, this is just my ego popping up, trying to protect me. So remembering that's going to happen and being willing to face those fears, look them dead in the eye, look the dragon dead in the eye and be like, I'm going to fight you.
We're going to have to go for another break. Thank you so much for calling in, Barb. And we have another caller who's been patiently waiting. So this is Colette Marie Stefan. I've got Brittany Gill on with me today. We're talking about money, manifesting your authentic desires, and having your own business and running your own show. It's fun. It's a lot of work, but you're going to love it. So we'll be right back after this short break. Good morning, everyone. This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. We are speaking with Brittany Gill, who is here to tell us and inspire us how to manifest what we want in our businesses and run our own businesses. And this is for men and women, right, Brittany? But you focus on the women.
Focused on women and welcoming more men into this balanced feminine masculine model of doing business as well.
I love that. I have several clients. I have one in Germany and one in Sweden, and a couple, a few here in Canada, and they are all entrepreneurs who are focused. One of my clients from Germany, she flew out to Vietnam, because she wanted to make sure that the products she was making were being done ethically. And I love that about it, because it is, like I say in my manuals, we have a thing, and it's vote with your dollar. That's layer 3. So we have one more caller here, and we want to make sure that we get this one caller back on that's been patiently waiting in the background. This Carter, do we have Rome on?
Yep, Rome from Okanagan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my queen, my beloved queen of Steph. Brittany,
you've got to tell
listeners, and
you have to tell Brittany what your handle is.
Of course, my queen, because I was just scolding myself quietly because of it. I've expanded to the Okanagan Valley. However, this is the original shift storm calling in this morning. That's the truth of the matter.
We have quite a few handles here. Like we have, this is Shift Storm. We've got quite a lot of Princess of quite a lot of shift, Hot Shift, O Shift,
Holy Shift.
Holy Shift
the server. And Brittany, you need one before you leave the vortex.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So Brittany, Rome, we're running out of time. So what would you like to hone in on and ask of Brittany?
Okay, I'm at a physical level of discomfort at about an 8.5 or 9. Root chakra, fundamental, carrying male support role. I'm a golden goose. I'm always producing money and goods and things and sharing. And I'm feeling unsupported at a really base level.
Okay.
I'm a mom. I'm a mama, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would like to know on a scale of 0 to 10, where are you?
8.5, 9.
8.5, 9. Okay, I'm going to work on this on the physical issue. What you're talking about is really interesting because this has been what the people have been talking about, that root chakra energy. That's where your attitude can come in really, really handy. So that's the attitude card. Brittany, I'll look for that card. Brittany, you tell her what you would do.
So you were saying how you were feeling unsupported. And my first question for you is,
I'm not accepting the support.
Oh, not accepting support.
Yeah, I think I've just gotten so used to doing it on my own and generating money and initiating things. I've been an entrepreneur too, and I feel that I've lost that ability to recognize and accept, and I don't know how to rewire.
Yeah, I hear that. That is a big issue, especially for us women. We easily give out support, but we don't easily accept it. So what I would say to you is, number one, what does good support look like to you? And that's something to ponder on. What does the support that you need actually look like? And then number two, what makes you uncomfortable about accepting support? And again, something to ponder on. Why is it uncomfortable to maybe surrender or receive support?
Wow, bingo. Nice work, Brittany.
And what's coming up, like when you said that, Brittany, right away, she is like unwilling to accept it because in the past, she's been let down.
Oh, yeah. Bingo.
Yeah, like I can just feel the grief rising in you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so on the edge of having a big cry. Thank you.
All right. Well, when you know what I say, sentimental sadness, you're letting, this part of yourself go that is no longer serving you. So let's shift this. Here because there's so much beautiful, supportive people here in this industry. Like, I have people on my radio show that we're supposedly in competition with, and I'm not in competition with anyone. I do my own thing. They do their own thing. We support each other, just like we are with Brittany here today.
Yeah, exactly. And that goes back to that principle of like, there's more than enough for everybody. And this is where I see this imbalance of giving and receiving, where we're giving so much, and that can actually come from a place of lack, coming from a place of possibly like, if I don't overgive, people won't value me or they won't love me.
How does that resonate? Yeah. You're doing very
totally. Make yourself useful so that you have a place in the world.
So what number are you at, Rome? What's the pain level in your body right now?
Pain level in the body has kind of gone into a familiar lower, maybe numbness, kind of like a 6 and I don't know, 6.5.
Yeah. So it's moving down. And I just wanted to explain that, because the root chakra is about survival and fear. A lot of times that'll be the psoas or nerve, or the vagus nerve, and it'll pull. Yeah. And so I'm just strengthening your sternum to your tailbone, and your tailbone back to your sternum. It's like it's pulling. It's like, so we want to strengthen your heart behind your sternum to be strong and open and vulnerable without being naive around it. How about Brittany? What can she do here? What would you suggest she do?
I would really say tap into, what does support look like for you from other people, but also from yourself? Where are you not giving to yourself?
There we go. Because other people are mirroring back to us who we are. So Brittany, do you have any suggestions for her?
My suggestion is always to spend some time with yourself and journal, and just unscripted. Don't try to script anything. Just let your mind, your subconscious, and your body speak to you, and without any judgments of what comes up or how it looks like or how it sounds.
And sometimes people, they can just doodle. So are we at the end here, Carter?
Yeah, got about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. So we got to go, Brittany.
May I just wanted to say,
yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you, Rome and Barb, for calling in. Thank you, Brittany. Radio time goes by so fast. You're an amazing woman. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for everybody listening, the audience. And thank you, Carter, for producing, and Dr. Pat, of course, for giving us all this opportunity. Thank you so much. Brittany, do you want to say bye?
Yes, thank you so much for having me and giving me the opportunity to speak and share. And if anyone feels the call, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on all social media or send me an email, brittnygillwellness@gmail.com, and we will have a chat.
Blessings to you, Brittany. Thank you, everyone.
You've been listening to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan. Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The Truth is Funny. Visit thetruthisfunny.com for more information. That's thetruthisfunny.com.